I'm sorry, I haven't a clue. God help us all.
I make them up as I go along. But let's go straight now into the first round, which is singing relay. This is the round where members of each team sing a song taking alternate words. If you get through the song, I shall make you do it again faster. If you stop in the middle of it, I shall make you do it again faster. Now, Barry and Graham, your song is What a Little Moonlight Can Do. What a Little Moonlight Can Do. Dave Lee.
What a little moonlight can do. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. What a little moonlight can do to you. You're in love. Your hearts are flutter and all day long. You only start her 'cause your poor tongue will not utter the words I love. Oh, two in a row!
Two in a row. Two in a row from you, Barry. So will you start again and do it very, very quickly?
Entirely sing. Ooh, ooh, ooh. What a little moonlight can do. Ooh, ooh. Oh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. What a little moonlight can do to you. You're in love. Hey, rotten.
Yeah, I'll give you three. I'll give you three for that.
Feel free.
For a good effort. Now, Bill and Tim, here's your song. It's the Abba Dabba Honeymoon.
Abba, dabba, 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 dab, said the chimp to the monk. Dabba, 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 dab, said the monkey to the chimp. All night long they'd chatter away. All day long they were happy and gay, swinging and singing in their hunky chunky away. Dabba, 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 dab means monk, I love you, but you. Dabba, dabba, dab in monkey talk means chimp, I love you too.
Uni.
Well,
Darwin was
you
wrong.
beat Dave Lee, so I'll give you 2 marks there.
Don't argue with that.
Level taking at
Don't
4.
argue
And
with
this is
that.
where I introduce a round that's played at the end of the programme. This is in order to give the teams time to think of silly names for people arriving late at the television ball. The television ball. And while you're thinking, we'll go on to the next round. And this one
Mr. and Mrs.
is called
News at
commentary. This round is where each team improvises a commentary to an event which I shall give you. Right, Barry and Graham, the event which I would like you to give us a thrilling commentary to is grooming a Shetland pony.
The sun dappling through trees makes a beautiful setting for the Shetland pony grooming. The Shetland ponies come on at the gasometer, and now being led in, the grooming's about to commence, and taking my life in my hands, I hand over now to Eddie.
Well, now she's bringing out the brush. Now she's got the brush, and I might say at this point she's quite a lovely this she has brush and the pony. It's a great dinner in a time when she and the pony are best of friends in the showers afterwards. But here she goes, and she takes brush in her right hand, and I can't quite see, I'm unsighted here.
I'll give you 5 marks for that. And Tim and Bill, it's yours now. And your event
I don't think we need bother with them.
is
No, formality. No.
doing a piece of raffia work.
Out here, I'm waiting. It's a beautiful sunny day at the moment, and any minute now they're going to be off. We're waiting for the 3:30 basket making race, and I can see them going up to the post now. There's Mrs. Smith and Mrs. Jones. We're going to only got 2 competitors in this raffia making race, this basket making race, and the starter's raising his flag, and And they're off. They're off. And we're off. And Mrs. She's got a piece of torch. She's got a piece of torch. She's going to weave it in. No, she isn't. No, she is. Yes, she is. She's got a piece of torch. She's coming up. She's coming up to the first weave now. She's coming up to the first weave. She's almost over the first basket. She's going to get the first basket in. Yes, she is. And over to you, Tim.
Sorry, I wasn't awake, so I'm about to hand it back to you, Eddie.
Yes, Smith's got the first piece of woman. She's going to come over there. She's trying to get it. She's trying to get it from. She's going to get the weaving sound. She's going to get the weaving sound. She's going to get the weaving sound.
Very good. 5 marks also for you, but less one for breaking BBC property. So that makes Bill and Tim 8 marks at the moment, and Barry and Graham just a little bit ahead with 9. Now, we have our blues round, which will be familiar to listeners at home, but don't go away. For this round, I'm going to ask the members of each team to improvise a 4-line blues taking alternate lines, and of course the other team provides them with the subject. Barry and Graham, will you give Tim and Bill their subject for a blues?
Oh, our subject. Yes. Non-stick saucepan.
Don't be silly. Don't be silly.
Yes, there's nothing wrong with that.
You've got 5 seconds to reconsider that.
Dave Lee will provide the introduction.
What? The non-stick saucepan blues.
Take it away.
It's been done a bit, hasn't it, this one? It's an old one. I remember.
Oh, if I can remember it.
Yeah.
Oh, I woke up this morning.
That's how it starts.
Complaining about my non-stick saucepan.
Oh, did you?
Sorry, Bill.
Oh, it was stuck upon my head.
What was it really?
Yes.
Tell us about
And so I leapt onto my horse. Man.
I rode over to my granny.
And she said, get stuffed. Oh, she was rather a coarse gran.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no. I know me.
Now, I'm sorry, we can only give you 2 for that. But as the maximum mark is 1, you've done pretty well. Now, Tim and Bill, it's your turn to give Barry and Graham their subject for a blues.
I don't wish to swear, but your subject is Alf Ramsey.
Look, I know you were bitter about the non-stick saucepan, but to be fair.
How can I start?
By changing your team, lad.
You hear that?
Rodney.
Buffy should be there.
This time around. Thank you for noting.
I woke up this morning.
Hello, Walter.
And the telephone goes.
And it was Sir Alf Ramsey telling me I've been chose.
You have been.
I've been chose.
You've been told to play for England.
Hell, he couldn't even pick his own nose.
Yes, you win that one, Barry and Graham. 3 marks for you there. We hurry on to the next round, which is the round called Sound Charades. One team has to guess the title of a book, play, or whatever, from the noises made by a member of the opposing team. Now, we're going to start with Barry and Graham. What is your title? Is it a play, a film, or what?
It's the film.
A film.
Our first one. A film.
Their first one is a film.
Yes.
Now, while they're getting ready to do this, our mystery voice will be telling those of you listening at home what the title is. Here it is now.
And the title is The Wild Bunch. The Wild Bunch.
Right. Barry and Graham, are you ready?
Yes. Ready as we'll ever be. Yes, ever be. Yes.
All right, well, let's have your charade.
Oh, yes, we have some bananas.
That's it.
That's it.
Can you take that word by word?
Is that...
Yes.
Do we know how many words, Ralph?
How many words, please?
Does-
Have number of words.
There are 3 words, including the definite article.
Which article is that?
The
That's what
Very
you've got to guess.
Oh, that's definite, yes. The!
musical banana.
Well,
No.
Close.
The,
Angry banana. The...
close. Close.
Thank you.
angry...
The cross banana.
No,
Did you see that?
No, no.
It's a very good film, that. The Cross Banana. It's on a Hampstead Classic this week. It's very good.
Were we right on angry? Was angry right?
Yes.
The Clockwork Banana.
Yes-ish.
No, that's close.
Angry
Yes-ish.
No.
The angry. The growling. The cross. The angry. Animal. Animal. Wild animal. Wild banana! Oh, of course! All right, how many do we get for that?
Yes, they probably got it wrong on the card.
Yes, we have no bananas.
I still don't
We
know
have
what it
no
is.
bananas
Not what we
today.
sang, actually.
Wild,
Not what we sang.
wild-
Not what we sang.
We have bananas.
Well, yes, we sang that.
The wild ape. The planet of the wild apes.
I don't think you're...
Wild bunch.
I've never even heard
Never heard of it. No, I have not.
You have to lose marks for having taken several days to get over it. So we'll only
We
give
had
you
to go
one
and
for that.
see it before.
And Bill and Tim, it's your turn to do a charade now. Is yours a book, film, or what?
Book and film.
Book and film.
Book and film.
Here's a clue.
And we're going
Right. Well, here again, our Mr. Voice giving you at home the title.
Which is Portnoy's Complaint. Portnoy's Complaint.
Now, this is...
I'll tell you something. Whatever we do, the audience is going to be disappointed.
This is two words.
What else is new?
Pardon?
This is two
20 to
words.
9.
I'm going to keep my finger on my buzzer, and that's not a clue.
Better safe than
It might
sorry.
be.
Okay, first word.
Right.
First word coming up. Second word.
Hey, Ruff! Hey, Ruff!
Is that it?
That's the first and second word you've had.
Only 2 words involved.
There are 2 words.
No definite articles.
Can we have
No
the second
definite-
word again?
I think you should
Second
give them,
word.
Shouldn't
Yeah.
you do one for the whole title?
Oh,
No,
the whole
perhaps not.
title.
Not on a family show.
All right, the whole thing is... Hey, rep.
Yeah.
We was robbed. Hoots.
Yes.
I fell over my own teeth.
Right, Barry and Graham.
Hoot appeal.
Hoot appeal. Fog. Siren.
Yes.
Siren.
Horn.
Horn.
Hoghorn. Hoghorn.
The horn. Prow. The ship.
Prow.
Prow. Is prow the nearest?
Hornpipe.
No.
Starboard.
Port. I don't mind if I do.
Port.
I said that. Sorry. I get a point for that. Yes,
Port and lemon. No.
Port. Hoot.
Port.
Port. Port. Port horn.
What are we
noise.
doing? But how about the second word?
Port noise appeal.
Yes, very close.
Portnoy's Abatement Society. No.
Very close.
That's,
Very close, yes.
that's near enough.
Portnoy's complaint.
Portnoy's complaint. Now,
Why you should complain, I don't know.
score standing at 13 each. Lucky for some. And we go on now to the round which is called McDonald's Funny Farm. In this round, a member of one team sings McDonald's Farm, while a member of the other team makes suitable noises for what's on the farm, and vice versa. Now, Bill and Tim, you'll do the singing first, please, and Barry and Graham, you will make the noises.
Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had a laughing turkey, E-I-E-I-O. With a... Everywhere had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm
farm he had a sad cat. E-I-E-I-O, with a
Oh dear meow.
here,
Oh dear meow.
there, here,
Oh dear meow.
there,
Oh hell meow.
everywhere,
Oh meow.
with a here, there, here, there, everywhere. MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. On that farm he had a tap dancing seal. E-I-E-I-O. With a here, everywhere. With a
Oh dear meow.
here,
Oh dear meow.
there, here, there,
Oh meow.
everywhere.
Oh meow.
With a everywhere. Oh, MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O.
I've got to give Barry and Graham 5 marks. 5 marks for that. This programme ought to be on Radio 3. Now we go to Barry and Graham to do the singing and Bill and Tim to make the noises as required. Dave Lee, the introduction, please.
Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had a Thompson submachine gun Mark III 1937 model, E-I-E-I-O. With a here and a there, old one, here a there, everywhere. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had a car which wouldn't start, E-I-E-I-O. With a here and a there, here, there, everywhere.
Won't start.
Here, there, here, there, everywhere. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Easy one. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had a bull with hay fever, E-I-E-I-O. With a there, here, there, everywhere. Here, there.
Will you give me the AA, please? Hello, could I have the AA, please? Will you please put me... What do you mean you're busy? You can't possibly... I want the AA. Look, my car won't
Everywhere.
start. Oh, well, I say to you.
Here, there, everywhere. MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O.
There you go. Bill and Tim's had slightly more dramatic content, so I'll give them 6 marks. 23 to them and 22 to Barry and Graham. And now we have one of the most exciting rounds, because this is the one in which I shall ask each member of the team to identify the photograph placed in front of him. Barry Cryer.
This is an original daguerreotype of Mao Zedong looking up an old friend.
Correct. Graham Garland.
I have a picture of Morgan and Wise shaking Des O'Connor warmly by the throat.
Yes, Bill Oddie.
That looks very like a picture of... it's a giraffe. It's a pair of hands on it. It's either something by Salvador... No, it isn't. It's not. It's Charlie Drake milking a giraffe in the snow. Is that right?
It's not very clear. Can you give me a bit more?
Wearing a trilby.
Yes,
The
yes,
giraffe.
that's it. Yes.
The giraffe.
Tim Brooke-Taylor.
Well, it's not very clear. I recognise Edward Heath and Harold Wilson. I don't know the name of the girl or what she's doing.
Can you
Well,
guess?
that was really what I wanted to know, so... I can't give you a mark for that. Right. Now we go on to our next round, which is tag wrestling. This is the one where they have to start a story and work towards a punchline, and the opposing team, when I press the buzzer, interrupts, takes up the story and works towards an entirely different punchline, which should be absolutely crystal clear. Now, Bill and Tim, I'm going to give you your punchline. Yes. And it's this: Basil left the crematorium and froze. The notice read, "Elephants are Tuesdays." Right, Barry and Graham, your punchline is, "Don't be a fool, Janet. You know His Highness doesn't smoke onions." It's your turn to start, Barry and Graham, so if you're ready, start your story now, please.
It was a quiet day at Tannock Bray. Dr. Cameron came into the room. "Janet," he said, "the Duke of Edinburgh is coming to take a wee dram with me this afternoon. Make sure he has a nice pipe of tobacco when you arrive. Knock at the door at that moment."
Doctor, my name is Basil," he said in a strange, unrecognisable accent. "But I have my sister outside and she keeps elephants and her name is Tuesday."
"I don't want to know about that," he said quickly. "Janet, as I said to you before, you must prepare for His Highness. Prepare something distinctive for him to smoke."
Got an idea. She continued. Dr. Cameron said, "Get Barry Cryer out of here with his silly impersonation." "Because I have a patient here, his name is Basil, he doesn't look well, in fact he's dead, so take him to the crematorium."
"I do want to know about that," he replied. "However, His Highness should be here at any moment. Get this Basil out of here."
At this moment, the story takes a pause. Just to explain to you that Basil has reached the crematorium, but has decided that it is better not to be burnt, but to be frozen.
So he abruptly left the crematorium to go away and think about it. And while sitting on a park bench thinking, he mused about Tannock Bray, and he thought, is the doctor still saying to Janet, lay out something special for the Duke of Edinburgh? Janet, by this time, in his dream, had...
In what?
In his dream.
Oh, in his dream.
In his dream, that's subtle, yes. In his dream, had suddenly thought, what a bad idea this dream is, and woke up.
Use the dream.
And amazingly enough, couldn't remember a single thing. But Basil, meanwhile, in the crematorium, who was dead, wasn't actually dead at all. And the doctor came round and said, "What do you need, Basil, to make you feel better is a nice...
pipe of onions." But trying to find his pipe of onions, he found that they were lost and mislaid. Hurrying back to the surgery,
he came across the crematorium. Just in time to see Basil leave.
I challenge that. He's just left the crematorium.
Well, he can turn
all
around.
right, he took the wrong road.
I don't want to know about that.
I didn't say it was that crematorium.
No, objection overruled. Carry on, Tim.
Sorry.
Crematorium.
Sorry, I interrupted.
Where Basil was. And Basil...
Wish I hadn't opened my mouth.
He looked over, Basil left the crematorium and froze. The notice read, because you know about Tuesday and her elephants, elephants are Tuesdays. I'll put it another way.
I'd rather you didn't. Well,
it's finished.
In a way, they've reached their tagline, but as nobody noticed, I can really give them more than half a mark for that, which puts them half a mark behind.
To do it without noticing.
And we come now to the last game, and this is the point of the programme where I pack up and go home, because the team take over now with their announcements for the arrivals at the television ball. Who wants to start?
First to arrive, Mr. and Mrs. Nation Street and their daughter Cora Nation Street.
Followed closely by her namesake, I'm afraid. So that's one gone.
Mr. and Mrs. Peace, episode 10, and their son Warren Peace, episode...
Mr. and Mrs. Wide with Michael Barrett and their son Nathan Wide with Michael Barrett.
Yes, he was also coming from over here.
But in his place come Mr. and Mrs. Ick Roundabout and their daughter Madge Roundabout.
Mr. and Mrs. Honori and their son Cyril, but look who's that behind him, his brother Jack Honori.
Yes,
And from India, Mr. Salami and his father, Dad.
Not to mention their close friends, Mr. and Mrs. Day Night at the London Palladium. And, of course, their son, Day Night at the London Palladium.
Mr. and Mrs. Need in Line, and their son Theo Need in Line.
Mr. and Mrs. Python's Flying Circus. And their son, Arthur.
Mr. and Mrs. Knight's viewing on BBC Two, and their daughter, Mandy Knight's viewing on BBC.
Mr. and Mrs. Lineup. And their son, Sir Fred, who should have been here half an hour ago. Late night's Lineup.
And all the way from Wales, Mr. and Mrs. Knocklock News. Their son, Nye Knocklock News.
Welcome to the Welsh party indeed. It's Mr. and Mrs. for a song, and their son, Gwyn, for a song.
Gwyn, oh, God.
Don't for a moment...
And very aptly racing in at the last minute. Mr. and Mrs. service will be resumed as soon as possible, and their daughter, Normal.
And from Russia, Mr. and Mrs. Swirled, and their daughter, Tamara.
And also from Russia, Mr. and Mrs. Five, and their daughter, Polly Five.
Mrs. and Mrs. Kurzweil and their son, Joe. Sorry, Humphrey.
What's the score? Come on. And Mr. and Mrs. Robinson, and their father who fell into a sack. Whoops, Baghdad.
The score is Bill and Tim.
Wait a minute. See how we're doing.
Sorry, Hump, you're the
Clear
best.
round.
See how you're doing?
Yes.
He's very good
Well,
on the
Bill and Tim have scored 34.
Yes.
Yes.
And Barry and Graham have scored 8. Which
Oh, wait a minute. Can we try to level
wait a
the
minute.
score with a late
Sorry,
arrival?
Yes.
Mr. and Mrs. Umentary, and their medical son, Doc Umentary. 17 points.
Rapidly followed
A dead heat this
by
week.
the family, by a whole family of T-Feldman shows. And their parents, Pa and Ma T-Feldman show.
And from Ireland, Mr. and Mrs. O'Dray, and their daughter, Kath. O'Dray. Chew.
That's all.
You win.
That's all for this week. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thank you very much, and as we're overrunning, let's have a very quick round to start with. This is a round called Words of One Song to the tune of another. Accompaniment provided by Dave Lee. Graham and Barry.
No.
If you'll start, there are your words. I want you to sing the words of Leaning on a Lamppost to the tune of Maria. All ready? Dave Lee introduction.
Leaning on a lamppost at the corner of the street, in case a certain little lady comes by for me. Oh my, I hope that little lady comes by. I don't know if she'll get away, she doesn't always get away, but anyway, I know she'll try for me.
Anybody know the words in the audience? Join in, please.
Corner of the street, we're finished. Days. A certain little lady comes by.
That should be enough for this show now, shouldn't it? We can go home.
You've been listening to West Side Story. Now then, where are we? Yes, Bill and Tim. Your words here, the words of long-haired lover from Liverpool, to the tune of 16 Ton.
I'll be a long-haired lover from Liverpool. I'll do anything you say. I'll be a clown or your puppet or your April Fool if you be my summer daisy from L.A. I'll be a leprechaun and sit upon an old toadstool serenade to you. performer. Liverpool, yeah, let's perform. Every young, you know, let's perform. Liverpool,
Very good. I score that 5 to Bill and Tim, and Barry and Graham, you have 4. And this is where I introduce
Very good.
Played at the end of the program in order to give the teams time to think of silly names for people arriving at the Archaeologists Ball.
What?
The Archaeologists Ball.
Get some old jokes out.
Right.
Could we get a new audience, please?
Round.
Very good.
The next round is
Don't
the one
volunteer.
called What's in a Word? That's another mark-off bill for interrupting the chairman.
Can I have a mark for not interrupting?
Yes.
Thank you very much. Robbie!
Now, that levels up the scores. I'm going to give each of you a word culled from the Oxford English Dictionary. These are actually real words, and I want you to define them. I'm going to give you each a word. Tim Brooke-Taylor, you're the first one. Your word is whisht.
Wished is a card game played by people who are pished.
Yes, the dictionary doesn't actually put it in as many words, but the dictionary definition is an utterance of whisht to enjoin silence. But it's roughly what you say.
Yeah.
Barry Crown, your word is nestlecock.
Wished, Barry, wished. Well, what a time to talk shop. Nestlecock is, of course, a reference to nestle, meaning chocolate, and cock being an abbreviation of ball cock, meaning part of a plumber's trade, therefore meaning a plumber eating chocolate while working, therefore not keeping his mind on his work, like David Frost getting off a plane half an hour before doing a television program.
Bitter.
Chock, a blocked pipe, a blockage. Nestlecock, a blockage. Back to Robert Robinson.
Reading my booklet from the BBC, I see that I have to dock you 1 mark for advertising, so total score down to 4 again, I'm afraid.
Oh.
Otherwise, it was excellent. It does, in fact, mean a spoilt or delicate child.
Oh. Warm.
And,
warm.
Phil, your word now?
Yes.
Persient.
Yeah. Persient. Well, this, you pronounced it wrongly, of course. Of course. Should have been pronounced table. I know what a table is. Anyway. No, Persient, yes. It shouldn't really be in the dictionary. You won't find this in the dictionary. It is, in fact, a proper name. And is, in fact, an early arrival to the insect's ball. Mr. and Mrs. Ant and their little son, Percy Ant. And 5 marks.
1 mark. Because the actual definition is keen or piercing.
That's right.
Which is, I preferred yours. Graham Garden, your word? Opsimath. Opsimath.
How do you spell that? S-I?
O-P-S-I-M-A-T-H.
Opsimath.
You've got to get 4 marks for this because your team's 4 marks behind.
All right, and here we go for 4 marks. Opsimath is a slang term. Those of you who've seen the film Godfather will no doubt know about the Italian gangs operating in America. There were some operating in the East End of London at one point, in the early part of the century, in the 20s. And this word was much used by them, as in the phrase, "You want I should give you a punch, opsimath." Yeah.
Yes, 4 marks.
Thank you.
And, in fact, the dictionary definition is one who begins to learn late in life.
Exactly. And didn't they just...
The next round is a new one. This is one called All Keyed Up, and it brings Dave Lee in again in a starring role. In this round, one team sings the first part of a song, and then Dave Lee raises the key, and the other team sings the next part in the higher key, and then the key's raised again. And We'll see who cracks first. Now then, the first song is going to be started by Tim Brooke-Taylor and Bill Oddie, and it's I'm Henry VIII I Am. Introduction, please, Dave Lee. Do you want the words?
How fast are we doing it? I'm Henry VIII, I am. Henry VIII, I am. I got married to the widow next door. She's been married 7 times before. Everyone was Henry. She wouldn't have a Willie or a Sam. No birthday, Henry. I'm Henry VIII, I am. I'm Henry VIII, I am. Henry VIII, I am. I got married to the widow next door. She's been married 7 times before. Now look here.
Score stands at 12 marks each. I finished that one because I couldn't stand it any longer. Now we have a round called Make a Noise. In this round I want each of you to make a noise. Barry Cryer. Yes, one. Tim Brooke-Taylor. Oh, no. Yes.
You have to finish it.
No PS's. One more. Graham Garden. Excellent. Thank you. Yes, that's what I got here. Bill Oddie. Brilliant. I won't ask you to repeat that one. Yes.
It was
good. Right. We go on to the next round now, which is called commentary. And in this round, each team has to improvise a commentary of an event which I shall give them. And the audience, once again, will be brought in to decide who wins this round by the sheer volume and enthusiasm of your applause.
Don't go.
And we're starting with Tim Brooke-Taylor and Bill Oddie.
Good.
And we'd like you to give a commentary on erecting a deck chair. Erecting a deck chair. Right. Tim and Bill.
Yes, and they're coming out now. He's just trying to get the deck chair up. It looks as though he's just marking out a place to put it up, and slowly he's putting it up. Yes, he's got it up there.
I've just been handed a piece of paper here. That's apparently the slowest anybody's ever put up a deck chair.
I don't think you'll find that's exactly true. I think somebody put one up a great deal slower in Morecambe last year.
That's right. That's right. That's absolutely right. Just a pack of laughs to keep the thing going.
Oh, yes, well, he looks as though he's getting it up now, and he looks...
I think it's up. Yes. Now, I don't know how you feel about this, but some people over in Australia say that putting up deck chairs is getting boring now. How do you feel about that?
Oh, I don't really think so. I think it's a great deal more exciting than cricket, for a start.
Thank you, Tim and Bill, for 2 old men putting up a deck chair. Now, Barry and Graham, you ready for your commentary? Your subject is making a double bed. Making a double bed.
Easy.
Will you set the scene for us, please, starting right away?
And it's the oversheet coming up there, right across the undersheet. The oversheet has gone in. It's the eiderdown. The eiderdown. This is a surprise here. A surprise. Surprise did very well at Newmarket last year. Surprise. What a surprise be. A surprise, ladies and gentlemen. The eiderdown has gone over on top. Eiderdown over on top. Eiderdown 3-1 against. This is going to be one for the bookies. The eiderdown is going there. The eiderdown is going there. The eiderdown is on top. Coming round. The eiderdown. Gone in. The eiderdown on the bend. The eiderdown. Over to you, John.
The eiderdown is down. The eiderdown is down. That's that last fence there. You didn't quite see it, but the lady making the bed tripped over the fence and dropped the eiderdown over the other side. Now they're going to play out. And it's coming up from the outside. The eiderdown and the blanket. And keep your eye on the yellow blanket coming out of the inside there. Running, doing very well, getting tucked in. And it's through. It's through.
Yes, you win on the audience applause, Barry and Graham, making you 4 to Tim and Bill 2. Now we go on to the next round, which is called MacDonald's Funny Farm. And in this round, one team sings Old MacDonald's Farm. You know this one. Those of you listening at home will know this one of old. We've done it before. And we're going to do it again. One team sings Old MacDonald's Farm, accompanied by Dave Lee, and the other team makes suitable noises for what's on the farm, and vice versa. Now, we'll start with Graham and Barry. Will you sing Old MacDonald's Farm? And Bill and Tim, will you make the required noises? Introduction from Dave Lee.
Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had a duckling sheep, E-I-E-I-O. With a here and a here a Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had an effeminate rooster, E-I-E-I-O. With a with that wave here up, there up, everywhere up. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had a cross between a duck and a bee, E-I-E-I-O. With a here and a there, here, there, everywhere, with a oh, cock a bloody doo doo. Cock a there, oh dear, I'm fed up with it. Cock a there, everywhere, and here, there, everywhere.
Right, well now it's the turn of Bill and Tim to sing the song and Graham and Barry to make the noises.
Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had a milking machine, E-I-E-I-O. With a there, here, there, everywhere. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had a sheep that thought it was a horse, E-I-E-I-O. With a bear, I'm so confused. Bear, oh dear. Bear, oh, bear, everywhere. Bear, I'm so confused. With a where? There, here, there, everywhere. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had Harold Wilson in the bar, E-I-E-I-O. With a
I'm dreaming of a little victory.
here, up,
No, screw me back a little lower, man.
here,
I am enjoying this.
there,
Oh, I got my pipe under the water.
everywhere.
Get out, son.
With a bear, I don't know. Here I am, so confused. There, oh dear, oh dear. There, oh no, everywhere. Oh, I give up. With a here, everywhere. Oh, MacDonald had a groan,
At that point in the competition, the scores are as follows. Tim and Bill 21 and Barry and Graham 22. We come now to ad-lib poem in which each member of the team is going to, or the members of each team are going to make up a poem. Each team member must keep going until I press the buzzer, and then a member of the opposing team must take over. And this goes on until we've reached the natural artistic conclusion of the poem, or until I can't stand it anymore. The first line of the poem coming up now, and this one, Bill, I'm going to ask you to start. And this is your first line. I'll give it to you as near as possible. It's in dialect. Eba gum lad, thou looks grim. Is trouble at the mill?
Eba gum lad, thou looks grim. Is trouble down at the mill? I've gone and dropped me elephant, and it's sitting out there still. Not moving, you do understand, but still.
But sitting very still. And furthermore, it's sitting under my pneumatic drill. Now, elephants, as you may know, come very large and wide. And you can see another one upon the other side. Now, these two elephants, whose names are Alistair and Fred, have been my pets for many years. I wish that I were dead.
He wishes he were dead, he says, because he knows quite well that elephants, when they drink milk, do up and swell. There is a saying round these parts, and I'm agreed with it.
Careful, Barry, careful.
That's a rare good saying. And I think it's quite neat. I've often heard it said, you know, that elephants do swell, but when you come to think on it, I'm sure the village bell has more to clang and clong to us than any elephant diatribe. You know, when you sit down and think of it, I'm sure 'tis but a jibe that elephants do swell. Now, nay.
Now, nay, said Jack, and jumping up, he said, you'll all rejoice, because I think at this moment we should drop this silly voice and get right back to normal voicing and the poem. So, I'm going to read another line. And this is the way it'll go. There was a lad who lived in France, upon a lonely hill.
His name was Jacques. Surprise, surprise. His wife's name was Jill. Hey, by gum, it's me again. We'll have no truck with France.
They walk around in little shirts and tiny little pants. I was just saying, said the froggy, in a funny voice. I am very fond of reading, but I do not have the choice.
I'd like to be so English. I would like to cross the Channel. And then I think to myself, oh no.
Oh, I can't need a flannel. I don't know what that means. He said, the censor, I do mean, who walked into the village where before he once had been, many years ago when they were doing...
Very many things. But hark! Do you hear it? Yes, I do. The village church bell rings.
Oh.
And who can be ringing it?
It is the Three Kings. 'Tis strange they should come to our village, he said.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh, naughty things! It is the verger who tolls the bell this morning. It is the verger, I tell you, as sure as I'm born.
Oh, that was clever. I did say as I ran back to home and vowed that I never would
embark on such a silly poem.
Well, I'm going to give the marks there to Barry and to Graham especially for winding up the programme. No, that's a very interesting score now, 35 each. And we come to the last round, in which, of course, the scores come thick and fast, because this is the point in the programme where the teams give their announcements for the arrivals at the Archaeologists Ball.
Mr. and Mrs. Remain, and their religiously inclined son, Priest Oric Remain, followed closely, and more or less the
Rattle
right
and
period, Mr. and Mrs. Dactyl, and their son, Terry, and his pal, E.O. Lithic,
From Africa, will you welcome Mrs. Uncarmen and their ballet dancing daughter, Tutu Uncarmen,
And her mummy.
who is well enough to receive visitors.
Followed closely by Mr. and Mrs. Civilization with Kenneth... No!
Oh!
Mr. and Mrs. Isation with Kenneth Clark and their daughter, Civilization with Kenneth Clark.
Mr. Chaldies and his wife, you know, the Chaldies.
No, that's wrong.
We're digging
From up
deep.
north, Mr. and Mrs. Swall, and their son, Adrian Swall.
And a Roman friend,
Oh, yes.
Mr. and Mrs. Akeflaw and their old man Mosaic.
Mr. and Mrs. Arts and their
Be careful.
their laughing son, John, laughing Jack Arts. We needed an anticlimactic climax.
He's not archaeological, get him out.
He is now, you know.
Followed by
Mr. and Mrs. Sir Greek Ern and their son, Watt.
who is rapidly followed by
very fast.
Gerald Ponsonby, butler to several medieval monarchs, who in his time became known as the Valet of the King. And of course, yet another visitor to the Archaeological Ball, Sutton.
Sutton who?
That's right.
At which point...
And one we've all been expecting, I'm sure. Mr. and Mrs. Saw and their daughter, Dinah.
Not forgetting Mr. and Mrs. Thesaurus and their daughter, Eleanor Braun.
Thesaurus. At this
Oh,
point,
Mr.
Mrs.
Mrs.
Moss and their mother, affectionately known as Marmot.
And while we're on the subject, Mr. and Mrs. Kant and their daughter, Celia. I'd beg your
Which
pardon.
point?
Treat a lady like that.
With a dramatic and popular win by
Here is a motoring report.
Tim Brooke-Taylor and Bill Oddie, that brings us up to the end of this week's programme. We shall be back next week with very much of the same thing.
Hello again. Well, we'll go straight now into the first round with the wit with which this programme is renowned. This round is called Words of One Song to Tune of Another. And we're going to start with you, Graham and Barry. And we want you to sing the words of the Eton boating song to the tune of Blue Suede Shoes. Dave Lee?
Jolly bone weather, I always breathe, blade on the feather, sing on a tree, swing together, with your bags between your knees. Swing together, with your bags between your knees. Skirting by the rushes, ruffling on the weeds, where the lark seem gushes, where the sea net feeds. I sing by the rushes, that summer on building weeds. Where the sea on white glass bushes, the summer on building weeds. Oh, yeah.
Well, according to the audience applause, you have a slight lead over Tim and Bill on that one. Now, Tim and Bill, your chance to come back with the words of What a Mouth to the tune of Some Enchanted Evening.
Jimmy Binks would be a handsome fella if he had another face and a different smell. His long
old Candleland to count. See him when he opens it wide, you know, and watch him goes walking about it. You can hear the kids running out. What a
Kim and Bill, on artistic expression, you fought ahead there with 2 points. That makes you 8 at the moment, and Barry and Graham, you're 6. Right, now on to the next round. And this is where I introduce a round that's played at the end of the programme in order to give the teams time to think of silly names for people arriving at the Sportsmen's Ball. Make a note of that, team, please.
Mrs. Strap, I want to do that one.
No.
Later.
On now to the next round.
He's not invited.
It won't keep, Tim. It won't keep.
Right, you've lost a mark for that.
But you have our support. Now.
We have a round now called ad-lib poem. Members of each team are going to make up a poem. Each team member must keep going until I press the buzzer, and then a member of the other team must take over. This goes on until we reach some kind of artistic conclusion, or until I get fed up with it. Graham, will you start this one? Your first line of the poem is this. But soft, who looms o'er yonder swamp, or yonder noisome bog?
Good grief, it can't be. Yes, it is. It is a tiny frog. Good morning, frog, I cried. Good day. Hello, the frog replied. I said, what do you here?
He said, I thought you lied. He said, I thought you lied. He said, for reasons which become clear. He said, you are a prince, I think, and may I call you dear? Just at this moment on the scene, there came a comely lass. Her name was Florence. To her friends, she was known as Crass. But to her enemies, and were many of these there were, she was known as something else.
A form of crass distinction, that. But Wendy was her name. Wendy was her name. I said...
Rhyme with else. You noticed that, did you? Yes.
You are a comely frog.
What? Pardon? Get out of my
frog.
We were a happy frog.
Comely frog.
Oh, you are a comely frog, he said. And I know much about frogs. I know a lot about sheep as well.
I'm going to give the mark on this occasion to Barry and Graham because the other team lost the rhyme a bit there, but it's their turn to start now. The opening line, Bill, for your poem is, upon the lake I skated. Gosh, the surface was like glass. I'll give you that once again. Upon the lake I skated. Gosh, the surface was like glass.
Upon the lake I skated. Gosh, the surface was like glass. But then, alas, I did fall over. And someone else did pass me by that moment as he skated on the lake. And so I thought, oh, what a shame.
The ice begins to break. Boom, boom. And though the ice was breaking, I hurried to the side. And there...
I found a maiden. And on her side she lied. Or lay, as some people prefer to say, in this day and age, they say. For I have changed the rhyming time and scheme
and gone away.
Bill and Tim, I think we'll give you the mark for that one, and hand over the first line to Barry. Barry, this is your first line. It wasn't me, I promise, cross my heart. Do you want it again?
Yes, please, I'm getting
It wasn't me, I promise, cross my heart.
It wasn't me, I cried again, who stole the custard tart. It was some other felon, or some other vile footpad. It wasn't me who stole it.
It was another naughty lad. The naughty laddie's name was Jack. He lived upon the hill. It won't come as a great surprise that his wife's name was Alice. Now, other people called her Jill. That wasn't really her name.
I know that Jack did beat her. I think the bill, in all conscience, has just lost the meter. But anyway, upon this hill...
Yes, I'm going to end it. I'll give you a mark there, Graham, for bringing that one to a close. Thank you very much. One mark and my deep gratitude. Tim, your first line is this one, if you listen carefully.
Yes.
Di-dum, I hummed along. Di-dum, di-dum, di-dum.
Di-dum, 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 di-dum. Di-dum, di-dum, di-dum. Di-dum, 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 di-dee. Di-dum, di-dum, di-dee.
Dee-dum, 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 dee-da. Dee-dum, dee-dum, hee-hee. I kept the poem going for as long as I could last. I rhymed it long, I rhymed it short, I rhymed...
I rhymed it all blast.
Right.
And so...
Yes, that's level pegging for that round. Very good. Very good. And we go on to the next round, which is the intellectual part of the program. This is the game of I Spy. It's called I Spy in one. The partner has to guess what his partner is spying with his little eye in one guess. If you get 4 in a row, it gains you a point. We'll start this time with you, Tim Brooke-Taylor.
I spy with my little eye something beginning with H.
Thank you.
Right?
I spy, with my little eye, something beginning with M.
Mustard.
Yes.
Objection.
That's 2.
Yes.
I spy with my little eye something beginning with O.
Ostrich.
Right.
Bill?
I spy, with my little eye, something beginning with T.
Table.
Right. And you get your mark, yes.
Thank you very
Barry.
much.
I spy with my little eye something beginning with H.
Humphrey Lyttelton.
Correct.
I spy with my little eye something beginning with P.
Piano.
Right.
I spy with my little eye something beginning with A.
Audience.
Now,
Correct.
can they get the 4th one in a row?
I spy with my little eye something beginning with F.
Don't help them in the audience.
Fu Manchu.
Right.
Prove it. Prove it.
We have a round now, which is called Garble. For this round, I'm going to give each team a situation to improvise, but the improvisation must be in garbled language. No recognizable words at all. We're going to start now with Bill and Tim. No words at all. You get docked 1 point every time you use a recognizable word, or one that I can recognize anyway. Bill and Tim, your situation is this. An English milord selling his wife to an Arab sultan.
I'll do the milord and his wife.
Whose wife's there? Oh, dear.
Ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Got a 1 blub blub blub, 2 blub blub blub, 3 blub blub blub.
The flower pot, man.
I'm going to ask the audience to show approval by their applause, and we'll judge on the audience applause before I take the marks off. I'll award 10 marks for that, but we have 1 or 2 marks taken off because Bilotti said no twice, 1, 2, 3.
Tim said great big.
1 time each, and several Arabic words, which are inadmissible. So that's a total really of 2. And I'm going to ask you, Barry and Graham, to improvise on your subject, on your situation, which is a North Country scrap dealer making an offer for the Eiffel Tower.
Oh, hey, boy, well, you know, I know.
Eep.
Really, no, no.
Audience. You get 9 for your applause, and there were 1 or 2 gnaws there from you, Barry.
Yes,
so
yes.
that brings you down to 3, and the total score at the moment is 11 for Barry and Graham, 8.5 for Bill and Tim. So there's plenty of time, Bill and Tim, for you to catch up.
Thank you. Right. Yes.
Now we bring Dave Lee into the act once again because we have the Calypso round. This is the round when each team has to improvise a Calypso with the members of each team taking alternate lines, and the opposing team will give you the subject for your Calypsos. So, Bill and Tim, will you give Barry and Graham their subject for a Calypso, please?
The Clockwork Orange.
The subject for your Calypso is the Clockwork Orange. The Clockwork Orange Calypso, sung by
The one
Graham.
word you can't rhyme with, orange.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Oh, wait a minute. Keep going, Dave. Oh, reba. One more, Dave, please. The Clockwork Orange is a very fine flick.
That's better than orange.
Not much.
And it was made by Stanley Kubrick.
Furthermore, it was written by Mr. Anthony Burgess.
Very interesting, but I couldn't care less.
There's 3 marks, and now, Barry and Graham, what's your subject for Bill and Tim?
Graham, you going to tell them? I'll tell them, yes. You tell them.
Your subject is the Radio Times.
Radio Times.
The Radio Times.
It's not funny. Oh, this morning I was reading the Radio Times.
I can't think of any word with which that rhymes.
It is? The Radio Times is boring, but that don't matter at all.
You can hang it from a string on your lavatory.
I give you 1 mark ahead of the others there, Tim.
Smart.
Give you 4 marks for inventiveness and accuracy. Right. Now, the next round is called What's in a Word. I'm going to give each of you a word culled.
Pardon?
Pardon?
Oh, from the recesses, as that one was, of the Oxford English Dictionary, and I want you to define it. Barry, I'm going to start with you. Your word is goluptuous.
Pardon?
Goluptuous.
G-O-L.
U-P.
Yeah. T-I-O-U-S.
I-O-U-S.
Voluptuous. Oh, starting with the easy ones. Voluptuous is not, in fact, what ventriloquists say when they mean voluptuous. That theory is a load of bloody rubbish. Voluptuous is very simple. It's in 2 parts. It is a compound of galosh in the singular, as in Long John Silver, and voluptuous, galuptuous. It was in fact coined, Humphrey, you may not know this, by the Duke of Wellington, the inventor of the sandwich, as opposed to the Earl of Cardigan, who invented the Wellington. And in fact, in the Duke of Wellington's diary, there is in fact a page which states that I showed my friend Lady Lovett the galuptuous, and she gave a cry of delight and sprang to her foot. So it is in fact a voluptuous galosh, the original kinky boot.
Yes, I'll give you that. What I've actually got here is luscious.
No.
Bill Oddie, your word is fub.
Would be, actually.
That's a good description.
Of course. Yes, it's a very old word, actually. In fact, it's a restoration word. And you remember in Restoration times that, in fact, all the S's were written as F's, you see. So we have the word fob, or what appears to be the word fob, and in the Restoration Webster's, or Webster, that would be... Webster.
Oh,
Webster! It's impossible to say. Fife Dictionary. In the second sentence, on the 60th page, we find the word fob, which of course would be pronounced sub. In fact, sub. The word is sub, not fob at all. In addition, the B is in fact silent, because it's dead, poor little thing. And, which means that the word in fact is SU, Sioux, which as we all know means tribe of Indians, a legal action or a girl's name. So, retranslating that into the modern idiom, retranslating it to fob means a table.
No, it doesn't.
What?
I didn't really expect you to get this one. It means a small, chubby person. So no marks there. And Tim,
I got it in one, I said at the beginning.
We'll go on to Tim Brooke-Taylor now. Tim, your word is calzoons.
Could you spell it, please?
C-A-L-Z, or Z-O-O-N-S.
Used to be named after Nandi, didn't he?
Yeah.
Calzoons?
Well, as we know...
Rory Calzoons.
As we know, there are about 60 or 70 definitions of calzoon, so I'll just take one of them, because I don't wish to be here for half an hour. The Arabic one. Now, as you know, all Arabic words are read the other way around, so calzoons, in fact, should be snooze lack, which insomniacs in Arabic countries have found that snooze lack is a marvellous medicine to take when they lack the snooze. They take, on the bottle it says, take your snooze lack, stand under a camel and wait for it to sit down. That is, it is a noun, and that's all you need to know about it. Thank you very much.
Yes, I'll give you that.
Thank you.
2 marks for that. What I've got down here is trousers.
Can't see it.
Yes, there's that one as well.
Another good cut.
Right. We've got Graham. Graham, your definition, please, of contubernial.
Easy. Contu. Is that just as it's... yes. Well, yes, in fact, you pronounce it contubernial. Definition, we split it down into its component parts, ernie and al. Con, meaning with, and tub. So, in fact, it means ernie and al in a tub. And I'd rather not press that any further. As Ernie said at the time.
Yes, Graham, I'll give you that one. Tub, tent, it's all the same. Sharing the same tent is what it actually means.
Exactly what I said.
Yes. 17 now to Barry and Graham. 14 and a half to Bill and Tim. Catching up.
No, they're not.
Now we have the game called tag wrestling. In this round, I'm going to give each team the payoff of a story. The members of each team will have to devise a story to fit their particular payoff. I shall then start one of you off working towards your punchline, and then I shall press the buzzer, and a member from the opposing team will have to take over that story but work towards his punchline. And it should be absolutely gripping. Now, we'll start with Barry and Graham this time. And if you take down your punchline, Barry and Graham, that is, the giraffe spat out the remains of Cynthia's agapanthus, and the rest of the musicians' union gave a ragged cheer. And Bill and Tim.
Yes.
Your punchline is, it's the Baron, shrieked Granny.
Granny, was that?
Yes.
Of course it is, you know the story.
Oh, yeah.
Granny.
Shriek
Keep
Granny.
digging.
What? See where the MU come into this. Keep digging, yes.
And not a word to Clive Jenkins.
I'll second that.
Doesn't need them.
Now, Barry and Graham, will you start the story, please? But as soon as the buzzer goes, you have to hand the story over to Bill and Tim. Away you go.
It was quite a day at the zoo. Cynthia loved going to the zoo, and one of her particular favourites was going to see the giraffes. Of course, whenever she visited the zoo, she always took her agapanthus, because you never know, it's a long day at the zoo.
It's a long day at the zoo. And what better way to relax when you've been walking around the zoo than go down to Ronnie Scott's Jazz Club, where you might find a lot of people digging the music, including my granny and Clive Jenkins, who has a particularly favourite song which he likes the band to play.
But the band were not allowed to play it that night because the Musicians' Union was in. Cynthia, dropping by from the zoo, said, "Hello, band, how do you like my agapanthus?" "Smashing," said the Musicians' Union, "but what's that behind you?" "Good grief, a giraffe!"
Get that giraffe out of here and shoot it! And they did.
And Bill Oddie, because it's Tim Brooke-Taylor's turn.
It's a giraffe, shouted the Musicians' Union, right? Good heavens, I must have been drinking, they said, as one. Let us have, strike up the band, they said. Being a band in Ronnie Scott's, as there is wont. Let's have, It's the Baron, our favourite.
But at this moment, the giraffe, using the exigencies, and I'm sure that's wrong, of its long neck, leaned over Cynthia's shoulder, grabbing her agapanthus. The musicians gathered...
Musicians gathered in one accord, picked up their instruments,
and stayed.
Hit the giraffe. The giraffe spat out the remains of Cynthia's agapanthus, and the rest of the Musicians' Union gave a ragged cheer.
Yes, Barry and Graham, you won that one by a short head.
Easy.
And we go on now to the final round. Matter of general relief. We go on to the round now where I ask the participants to give me their announcements for the late arrivals at the Sportsmen's Ball. Who wishes to start?
The first arrival at the Sportsmen's Ball tonight, Mr. and Mrs. Yardcue, and their son, Billiard Cue, and his friend from Russia, in Off the Red.
Closely followed by Mr. and Mrs. B. League and their two sons, Matt B. League and Rug B. League.
And from Wimbledon, will you welcome Mr. and Mrs. Championships and their son, Dennis Championship.
And also, from the gymnasium, please would you welcome Mr. and Mrs. Untlebars and their son, Horace.
Closely followed by Mr. and Mrs. Leedsfoot, and their son, Arthur Leedsfoot.
Mr. and Mrs. Dreadmeter's Sprint. And their son, Attila the Hun Dreadmeter's Sprint.
And here is an arrival, Mr. and Mrs. Winks and their drunken son, Tiddly Winks.
Closely followed by their friends, Mr. and Mrs. Man-Titty Race. Man-Titty Race, yes, you heard us. And their daughter, Isla Man-Titty Race.
Mr. and Mrs. To Stand. And their grandmother, Gran To Stand.
Bringing the score from 86 to Barry and Graham.
How are we? How many points do we need?
You need 2.
We need 2.
Mr. and Mrs. Decision and their son.
Well, you're too late.
Ah!
Because that's where we come to the end of this week's
More and
game.
more tick thistle.
And there'll be more.
They've just come in! Let them in, please!
They've had a break time on the way.
Poor old things all the way from Scotland. The Tick Thistle family, Mar and Pa Tick Thistle.
Yeah.
Give them a big hand and 2 points. Thank you very much.
You get your 2 points, 86 all, and we'll be back with you again next week.
Hello again, and once again we start straight into the first round, which is called Singing Sprint. In this round, a member of one team sings a song as fast as he can, and then a member of the opposing team must beat his time. And we're going to start with Graham from one team and Tim from another, and your song is Moon River.
Moon river wider than a mile, I'm crossing you in style someday. Old dream maker, you heartbreaker, wherever you're going, I'm going your way. Two drifters off to see the world, there's such a lot of world to see. Well, after the save of rainbow's end, waiting round the bend, my huckleberry friend, Moon River and me.
Yeah, good effort there. Good effort there with 14 seconds. Now, Graham Garden, see if you can beat that.
Of course.
All right.
Moon river wider than a mile, I'm fronting you in style someday. Old dreamy maker, you all break away. I'm going away to drifters off to see the world, such a world to see. We're off to save rainbows and waiting around there, my huckleberry friend, Moon River and me.
Yes, you win that one, that round, with an absolutely fantastic 10 seconds.
Fantastic.
Now, Bill, this is your chance to catch up for your team, because you and Barry are going to sing The Lonely Goat Herd from the Sound of Music.
Are we really? One little girl, let's say a pink coat head, yellow, lady, she go back to the lonely goat head, yellow, lady, soon in my mouth, the gleaming goat head, yellow, lady, oh, beautiful green goat head, yellow, lady, what about,
That was 15 seconds, excluding injury time. Barry, your turn to try and beat that. You've got to beat 15 seconds.
One little golden bell, pink goat head, lady, lady, dee, she, back to the only goat head, lady, show them out, the gleaming goat head, lady, lady, dee, what did you add for golden goat head, lady, lady, dee, oh, lady, 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 dee, lady, dee, lady, I finished, it's the chorus.
Oh, yes.
Bill, you got a little lady? Sure,
dead heat there. Dead heat there between you and 15 seconds each.
Thank you.
Very, very good. And we go on to the point in the programme where I introduce a round that's played at the very end of the programme in order to give the teams time to think of silly names for people arriving at the military ball. Now we have the round which is called Garble. And for this round I'm going to give each team a situation to improvise, but the improvisation must be in garble. In other words, you must use no recognisable words. And we're going to start now with Barry and Graham, and your situation is this. A British explorer proposing a football match to an unlettered pygmy chief.
Whoa.
Rang the buzzers will put you out of your misery. The marks in this round will be decided on the volume of applause from the audience.
Before they clap.
Which
We've got
makes
nothing.
it fairly likely to be a walkover for Bill and Tim, but anyway. Bill and Tim, your situation is this. President of the Scottish Ladies' Circle inviting an American jazz musician to join them for an informal musical evening.
Tim is turning into a lady before my very eyes. I don't think there's much choice as to what I do, is there? Oh. Yeah, well, one, I don't want to do my...
Now, this one... Oh, well...
Come on, you won't go, you know...
Well, it is...
Well, baby, don't be I know you, yeah, right.
Oh, thank you.
sounded to me like a perfect impression of the petticoat line. I'll give you 12, and Graham and Barry... I'm sorry, I'll give you 2, and Graham and Barry 1, making Graham and Barry score 11, Tim and Bill 12. Now we have a quickie. This is the game called I Spy in 1, and in this game your partner has to guess what you're spying with your little eye in 1. 4 in a row gains you a point. And we'll start now with you again, Barry Cryer, if you will start off.
I spy with my little eye something beginning with F. Fool. Correct.
I spy with my little eye something beginning with P.
Pineapple.
Correct.
I spy with my little eye something beginning with, buzzer. Near enough.
Something beginning with buzzer. I spy, for a winning round, with my little eye, something beginning with C.
Church.
Right.
No marks there, because you didn't get 4 in a row. You left a letter out, as Tim quite...
Well, that makes it harder, Humphrey, surely.
I wouldn't know about that. Now, Tim and Bill. Tim and Bill. Bill, will you start?
Yes. I begin, I sometimes finish, but not often. I spy with my little eye something beginning with P.
Pineapple.
Yes.
I spy with my little eye something beginning with B.
Blue pineapple.
Quite right.
I spy with my little eye something beginning with T.
Tall pineapple. I spy with my little eye something beginning with M.
Monster pineapple.
Yes. Well done.
Really?
Well done. You get your mark. And we go on now to our commentary round, and this is the round where each team improvises a commentary to an event which I shall give you.
Oh,
and here again, we call on the audience, by the volume of their applause, to judge who wins the 2 marks which are available. Starting with you, Bill and Tim now, will you give a commentary, please, on bathing the baby?
Well, over near the taps, the baby's coming out now, and it looks as if it's going to be a bloodbath tonight. And how do you feel? And the baby's down the far end, and he's given a right to his foot, and a left, yes. And wait a second, the mother's coming in with a right fist, and she's going to clean the back. She's going to clean the back, and oh, what a nasty sight! He looks as if he's in trouble now. The baby's in trouble. He's fallen. He's down. He's flat on his back. Oh, that's the end of the round. And now over to Barrington Pops to tell us an inter-round commentary.
Well, this is probably one of the most interesting baby bathings we've seen for a long time. Since, in fact, I saw Mohammed baby not very long ago in Madison Square Bath. And that was one hell of a bath, I can tell you. It really was. And I think we're coming out for the second round now. The mother's up. Over to you, Barrington.
And the mother's moving in, and she's got a loofah. Yeah, so that seems a bit unfair. She's got a loofah, and what's she doing to the baby with? Oh, I think that's a bit unfair. That's a bit low. That loofah was low. That loofah was blue, in fact. Oh, dear, the fight's been stopped. The bathing's been stopped. The bathing's been stopped. Oh, dear. I've seen the cat on the right side. Oh, we're returning.
Right, that's Tim and Bill, and the audience gave you 10 seconds worth of ecstatic applause, and which is what you've got to beat, Barry and Graham. And your subject is sewing on a button.
Sewing on a button is absolutely fascinating. I went to the doctor once and he stuck a needle in my arm. I wouldn't have minded that, but he sewed a button on it. This is ridiculous. So we watched the event in front of us. One lady's got the needle, the other doesn't seem too pleased either. I'm going to hang over now. Ever since I had my nose fixed, my mouth won't work. I'll hang over now to Barrington Garden.
Well, thank you. The also says quite a bit of needles in the ground, but she's sewing on a button. You're very sewing on a button for Great Britain last year. One on It's a Button, and she's got the needle and the thread going out. Come on, see from this angle. You can talk about hangovers. Back to you, Browser.
I've never seen such a needle as this. It's the only one I've ever seen with an eye that's bloodshot. Anyway, we keep on watching this event. We watch this event, the needle's going into the button's going onto the needle, but who am I to point the finger? Because I'm just standing here watching, and that's my king, so don't talk about it. I'm here to commentate on a needle going into a button. I think it's being quick, yes. It's really going in there. I think the button's going on, and for the final climactic moments, over to Garden Barrington.
Full marks there. And the button is definitely winding around the thread. And, oh, look at that. That's a very good try. And that's 1 point to the needle. And that's the end of the match. Thank you. And back to David Vine.
I second that.
The audience gave Barry and Graham there no less than 17 seconds of applause, plus a few indiscriminate shouts. And
get off.
That gives them the 2 points, which makes the score 13 all. Right, we go on to the blues round. For this round, I'm going to ask the members of each team to improvise a blues, taking alternate lines, and they will, of course, be accompanied at the piano by Dave Lee. Right, Barry and Graham, will you give Tim and Bill their subject for a blues, please?
Yes, their subject for a blues is Jimmy Osmond.
I woke up this morning when I see the Osmond Brothers show. God knows why. When Jimmy Osmond started singing, all the girls leapt up on the stage. And what do you know? Oh, yeah. When they torn all his clothes off, there stood Jimmy Clitheroe.
That's another young singing, Jimmy.
Jimmy, shut up.
Right, now, Tim and Bill, your
Notice the
turn.
resemblance, don't they? Yes.
Your turn to give Barry and Graham their subject for a blues.
The subject that we've got for them is it's the I never went to sleep last night blues.
You can't do that to us.
Goodbye, woke up this morning.
I want to hear the first line.
You can't wake up this morning.
I never went to sleep last night, but I don't care. You don't care? I don't care. I care. 1 second.
Nobody cares.
I just went into my bedroom. My good friend Edgar Hupp lying there. You're on your own, so I shook him by the shoulder, and I woke up this morning. Oh yeah.
Well, I was all set to give you 83 marks for avoiding I woke up this morning. As it is, we'll give Graham and Barry 4 marks, and oh, what the hell.
I like it. You know.
Now we have the round called Sound Charades. One team has to guess the title of a book, a play, or whatever else from the noises made by the members of the opposing team. The audience can help here by applauding when the people who are doing the guessing are getting warmer, and by groaning when they're not. And we'll start now. We'll start with Tim and Bill.
Good evening.
Is yours a book or a play or what?
Depends what I'm going to do first.
It's a play.
Yes. We have our mystery voice for you listeners at home to tell you what the title is.
And it's long day's journey into night.
No response from the audience, so it's clean. First word. Note the accents, it's a clue. Here at a slum, shum.
A slum.
2 and 2 make 5.
No, that is incorrect.
Incorrect?
Yes, it is not light. In fact, it is...
It's not light?
No,
Oh, what is it, if it is incorrect?
It is, in fact, ha-ha.
Long.
Wrong.
Right. The second word. Oh.
Say something.
News in Welsh.
Dull. Dim.
Dull. Dim.
Boring. Overlong.
Masochist. Masochist, me
We're acting being in one. Be careful what you say.
Perhaps we should move on to the next word.
France.
What?
Coma.
Days.
Third word. And the third word. Going on quickly.
Tickets, please.
Hold the ball. Off you go.
Bus. S. The long trans bus. I know.
Long day's tram? No.
Graham.
Long
I think Graham's got it.
What?
journey.
Oh.
I won't commit
I
myself.
wouldn't jump to any conclusions, you know.
Absolutely
Well, I won't
brilliant.
jump to any conclusion until
You
I've
took
heard
rather a
their
long
last
time
word.
to guess that, so I can only give you 1 out of 2, but it was a very long title, so I'll give you the 1 back and give you 2 out of 2. And right away, quick as a flash, it's over now to Barry and Graham for their charade. And for those of you listening at home, it's the last appearance this week of the Mystery Voice.
And the charade is Liberace. Liberace.
To give you the title of their...
Is
this a play or a film?
It's
or
a coniferous plant. But also
famous person.
Famous person.
Coniferous plant?
But mainly a famous person.
The
mainly a
audience
famous
seem
person.
dubious about whether he's famous or she's famous.
This person is famous and mainly for not being a coniferous plant. There is 1 word on the card. And there it is in pieces.
Equal opportunities for women.
Paragraph. Pankhurst. Ship. Ventriloquist. Vent come into
Dummy.
this. Dummy.
Archie. Liberace.
Now, I don't want to be the first one to ask this, but how come Liberace is a carnivorous plant?
Have you been with him at the weekend?
I don't know how you did it, but Bill and Tim, you succeeded in scoring 5 for that entire round, bringing your score to 17. And Barry and Graham, you've only scored 5, which brings your score to 22. Now we have the game called tag wrestling. In this round, I'm going to give each team the payoff of a story. The members of each team will have to devise a story to fit their particular payoff. I shall then start one of you off working towards your punchline, and then I shall press the buzzer, and a member from the opposing team will have to take over that story but work towards his punchline. And it should be absolutely gripping. Now, we'll start with Tim and Bill.
Yeah.
Here's your punchline. That's not your handbag, Vicar. Whispered the croupier.
Not your handbag.
Yours contains Mrs. Worsthorne.
Well, I know
Right.
the story.
While you're memorizing,
It's very fun. I don't think
Barry
we
and
can tell
Graham,
it
here's
on
your punchline. Oops-a-daisy, sweetheart, said the Colonel, dismounting from his rubber duck. You know mine are red.
Oh, I saw the film.
Right, well, Bill and Tim, you've had the longest to compose yourselves, and so that you can start off your story working towards your punchline. Now,
Who started?
Tim Brooke-Taylor will start.
Yes. The scene is Monte Carlo. We're inside the casino, where Mr. Vicar lives, with his wife, Mrs. Vicar. And one night, with Mrs. Worsthorne, who made the party up for 3, they'd had a game of bridge.
When suddenly there was a knock on the door. Colonel Hargreaves stood there. He said, "It's terribly embarrassing. I have bothered you before, but you know the primitive plumbing at my place. Could I have a bath here?" And they said, "Of course you can have a bath here." So he immediately repaired to the bathroom after
repaired to the bathroom and was unfortunately drowned.
Sad business. Very sad.
So, to cheer themselves up, the Colonel's wife went along to the casino. Well, of course, she met the vicar and Mrs. Vicar, and indeed Mrs. Worstone, who was there to make up the three.
Throughout the evening, the main topic of conversation was Colonel Hargreaves in the bathroom and his unfortunate accident. Little did they know, however, that the Colonel was reviving. Appeared to be demised. At that moment, Mrs. Worthorne, getting out of the vicar's handbag and saying, "I shall never get in there again,"
Said, "Good evening, folks." Did a small tap dance on the rubber duck and left. However, said, "Mr. Vicar, come to me to the bathroom, because I think you need to do little repairs to your face, which had been injured in the fight down at the old Blue Casbah."
irrelevant. Everybody immediately repaired to the bathroom to see if the Colonel had indeed revived, and there indeed he was, as large as life, if not larger. And so ebullient at his revival, he was in fact floating upon a rubber duck in the bath.
In the bath. At that moment, the rubber duck burst. Unfortunately, for the second time in 24 hours, he was drowned. Anyway, back to Mrs. Worstall came in hearing the sad news about the Colonel and said, "You know, I said I'd never change your handbag again." Well, that's true. I've changed, and the reason is, I'll tell you the story. I'll tell you the story. Why?
The croupier.
Yeah, don't tell me the story, said Mr. Go up to the bathroom and take these swimming trunks and make the late Colonel Hargreaves decent. Mrs. Westall, not knowing that there was more than one bathroom in the house, and indeed more than one Colonel Hargreaves, burst through the door. "Oops-a-daisy, sweetheart," said the Colonel, dismounting from his rubber duck. "You know mine are red," referring to the bathing trunks.
You actually get 4 marks, Barry and Graham, for winning that round.
We win?
You would have got more if you hadn't won it through the fact that the chairman fell asleep and forgot to press his buzzer. Very good, though. You scored 26, and Bill and Tim are on 22.
Excellent.
And we reached the point in the programme where I go to sleep once again, because the teams are going to give their announcements for the arrivals at the military ball.
And first to arrive...
Oh, he's pretty fast off the mark.
Leaping in quickly in case he's with the party coming with the other team. Is Mr. and Mrs. Mental Mascot and their son, Reggie Mental Mascot. And I'm willing to bet his namesake was coming over there.
Yes, he was. Pray silence instead. A very old friend. 2 very old friends. Any advance? Corporal punishment. And Major jump.
And also coming in now, Mr. and Mrs. Military family. Mr. and Mrs. Parts and their son, Corporal Parts.
Recent promotion. Will you welcome Mr. and Mrs. Triplease and their daughter, Military, please? Mr. and Mrs. Dear Guards and their granny Dear Guards.
Quickly follow, because we've hardly any left in our party now. Quickly followed by Mr. and Mrs. By Your Beds and their son, Stand By Your Bed.
Pray silence.
Quickly follow
from the north. Oh, yes. Mr. and Mrs. Sheer Fusiliers and their tall son, Lanky Sheer. Mr. and Mrs. Carrier and their aged relative all the way from Treasure Island, Ben Gun Carrier.
Followed by 2 more. They're not that welcome. Get out. Followed by 2 more from the north. Mr. and Mrs. Aircraft Gun and their relations, their uncle and auntie Aircraft Gun.
Major and Mrs. Croom Ballards and their son, Barry Croom Ballards.
Croom Ballards.
Also coming Arthur Sword and his parents, Ma and Pa Sword.
With the score delicately poised at 39 to Barry and Graham, and 31 to Bill and Tim.
Mr. and Mrs. Mobsuit and their daughter Dee.
40 for Barry.
Mr. and Mrs. Tearcut and their son Shaw Tearcut. And Kit Bag.
Oh, we're going to scrape the barrel. Mr. and Mrs. Gunn and their two sons, Tommy and Sten.
Mr. and Mrs. Parade with their relative all the way from India, Sikh Parade.
Come to the end of the programme this week. Good heavens. Good, yes.
Oh, yes.
Goodbye. Good evening, and as usual, we go straight into a round which brings in Dave Lee on the piano. This is the round where members of each team sing a song taking alternate words. Now, if you make a mistake, I shall make you start again faster every time you make a mistake. And if you get through the song without making a mistake, you may elect to get to sing it faster for an extra mark. Barry and Graham, your song now is Mersey Dose.
Mersey.
Dozy.
Sorry about that.
Right, you have to take it a bit faster. A little bit faster, Dave.
Reading it, right. Mersey, dote, and dozy, dotes, and little lambsy, divey, and chiddly, divey, too, wouldn't you? Yes, Mersey, dote, and dozy, dotes, and little lambsy, divey, chiddly, divey, too, wouldn't you? If the words sound queer and funny to your ear, a little bit jumbled and lively, sing each oats and does, each oats and little lambs is ivy. Oh, Mersey, dotes, and dozy, and
Well, there's been a chat. You've been challenged there by Tim. It all broke down a bit there. Do you want to try it faster, or will you settle for 1 mark? You settle for 1 mark. Right.
Man of taste.
Oh, settle for
Maximum
the
marks.
Settle for Tim's challenge.
Right,
Yes.
Bill and Tim, you can go for maximum marks for this round, which is 1. And your song is Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Oh, you... Oh!
Yes, we'll settle for that.
Right,
Yes.
Just reading the words.
Yes. Shall we start now?
Try it a little bit.
Tell us when you want us to start, any time, Humphrey.
A little bit faster now.
Oh, you pretty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, we love you. And our pretty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, loves us too. High, low, anywhere we go on chitty, chitty, we depend. Bang, bang. Bang, bang, ah, terrible line.
Yeah.
Bang, we have finished game, mind you.
Sorry. Do you want to try for...
Yes, all right, come on.
Try it a little bit faster.
Fast as
then.
you like. You pretty titty bang bang bang.
No, I'm sorry, it wasn't very good. Only
it
one.
wasn't very good, was it, Tim?
And we have the point now where I introduce a round that's played at the end of the programme in order to give the teams time to think of silly names for people arriving at the North Americans Ball. The North Americans Ball team.
Is this a raffle?
Now we go on to the next round, which is called Sound Charades. And this is the round in which one team has to guess the title of a book, play, or whatever, from the noises made by a member of the opposite team. The audience can help here, again, by applauding when the team that's doing the guessing is getting warmer, and by groaning, which you're very good at, whenever the team is getting colder. Now, Tim and Bill, you can start this one.
Thank you very much.
And while you're preparing to make your noises, our mystery voice will tell the audience at home what their title is.
And it's Madam Butterfly.
Hey, come here.
I'm sorry, sir. Madam Butterfly.
Oh, yeah.
The easy one. Well, our audience here, and also Bill Oddie, have been informed what the title is by a ball being held up, so everybody's in the picture, except, of course, for Barry and Graham, who've got to guess the title. Tim and Bill, you ready?
Yes.
Start now.
This is, in fact, a musical production.
An opera.
2 words, but
Yes.
we're going to split those words up into
Little pieces.
Into little pieces.
And sell
An
them at 4 and
article.
6 a dozen. No,
Okay.
and we're going to split the first word into 2 halves, and we're
Yeah.
doing the first half of the first word.
First half of the first word.
Right. start. It's the best start in the country.
Okay.
That's the first half of the first
Yes.
verse. It started. Yes. We thought you were just being yourselves. Potty. No.
Close.
Close. What was that? Potty?
Potty. Loony. No.
Idea? No, not idea.
Looney's very close.
Good one, Graham.
Daft.
Daft.
Daffy.
Daffy. Silly. Silly.
Are they keeping their hands warm or something, are they?
Stupid.
Raining.
Stupid.
Not Tommy Cooper.
Two syllables. Two syllables.
Just don't leap in. You know.
2 syllables.
Don't
No, I
leap
wouldn't
in.
leap in.
No.
No.
Second syllable.
Word, which only Bill can do.
No. On the contrary, only Tim can do.
Now is the winter of our discontent.
Richard the Third. Mad Richard the Third.
Mad Richard III is an idea.
Mad Crookback.
Have I told you the one about the man who was walking down the street and he said, what? Pardon me?
Mad Tim Brooke-Taylor, no.
Overacting a bit, eh?
Mad.
And overacting.
Or to give you another clue.
Yes.
Mad Pig.
Mad Pig. Mad Pork. Ham.
Ham.
Ah.
Ham. Wait quickly.
Madame. Madame. What can the next be?
Don't jump to any conclusions, you might be wrong.
Let them suffer, we're not
All right.
Yes.
And the second word.
Where's the rest?
Quite sure how I'm going to do this,
Do the rest of the word. We do the rest of the word in 2 syllables, but straight through, okay?
I believe you.
First 2 syllables of the final word.
No, don't! No, don't! No, don't do that to that lady! Don't do that to that...
Madam Virgin Cow.
And you're never going to get it, are you? A final clue.
Don't butt her.
Butter! Don't butter!
Oh! Final clue.
Madam Butter Concord. What? What? Cozy Fan Tutti.
Right, that's right.
It's either that or Madam Butterfly. Only a reserve, you understand.
I'd like to tell the audience listening at home that the teams here do not know in advance the answers. Barry and Graham get 2 marks for that. I've really forgotten why, but... Now, Barry and Graham, it's your turn to make the noises. Tim and Bill, your turn to do the guessing. And once again, for you listening at home, here's our mystery voice to tell you the title.
And it's Lord of the Flies. Lord of the Flies.
This is a book and a film.
Here is it.
Book and a film.
You really?
Oh, yes. Book and a film.
Book and a film, right.
Book and a film.
Barry and Graham.
We're going to do it all of a piece. Right. Here we go. Evening all. Zip, 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 zip.
Do it again, please.
Would you like it piece by piece? Would you like it segmented?
Sergeant Butterflies.
Warm. We'll do it a bit at a time for
Would you do it a bit at a time? Thank you.
you. Evening all.
PC Sergeant.
PC Sergeant. Dixon.
No, Dixon.
Dixon.
Z-car. PC.
Well.
Sergeant.
long
Blue
arm.
trousers.
The long arm of the copper.
Ah.
The long arm of the law.
Second bit.
Law.
Answer it, someone.
Yeah.
Oh, clever.
Pigeon.
Law pigeon. Law.
Stool pigeon. No, pigeon. Dove.
Dove. Law. Dove.
The buttons. Lord of the things we don't like to talk.
Lord of the trousers, okay?
That's it. You're always looking for an opening.
frankly are just your guess. Lord of the Flies?
No.
That brings the scores up to 15 and a half each. I don't know why you clapped. It's out of a possible 75. Right. Now, we go on to the next round, which stars Dave Lee at the piano, and About Time too. In this round, Dave Lee will play a tune, and one of you must start a story relating to the title of that tune. Dave will then, on your instructions, change the tune, and a member of the opposite team will take up the story, but fitting it to the new tune, all of which is no doubt crystal clear. We're going to start with Bill Oddie. Dave Lee, will you introduce the first tune, please?
The story concerns a football match. It concerns a rugby match, actually. It concerns a rugby match. And it was against, I think it was England and Wales, if I remember rightly. Terrible game. Except there was one try scored. And after the ball was over the post, it bounced and bounced out of the ground. Whereupon it was caught by an old lady, who immediately... Who immediately...
An old lady.
Really old lady.
Could you
Who put her teeth
again?
in and then said... And then said...
I wouldn't be here now but for successful cardiac surgery in the United States of America.
At that moment, a rugby ball hit her on the head, and she exclaimed, "There must be something wrong with me. I keep hearing piano music in my head. Perhaps it is the spell that was cast over me by the wicked wizard who lives in the wood, who practices not only white magic, but all sorts of assortments. One day, when I was in the wood, I came to this gingerbread house, and outside was a little furry cat with little bells on its head. And the little cat sprang up into the tree and whistled like a bird, and the reason it did this was because...
Its name was Georgia, and it was a male cat. Therefore, it was by definition a witch. And a silence fell on the land.
You're right
and
there.
in the silence, I'm an expert. And in the silence, was heard a voice crying from the back.
He called to the driver of the taxi, who happened to be called Raymond, and therefore had to shout, "Hey, cabby Ray!" Get me a taxi, which he did. Having leapt into the taxi, he drove straight off to Birmingham, and went to see...
Where else?
and went to see Frankie Vaughan at the Alexandra Theatre there.
Great.
And Frankie Vaughan came onto stage, took one look at the audience and shouted...
There's only 3 of them out there. I don't think they can see me. They're as quiet as mice. He hurried back to his dressing room. And there, clapping a hand to his astonished brow, he reeled against the wall, because there on the dressing room floor he saw... in August, when all the soldiers take their autumn leaves and stop and go home, and they say to their children when they get to the end of the story, that is the end. That's not a very good ending.
Good enough for me.
Thank you.
Well, I think for that round we'll ask the audience to decide. If you agree, clap. Now, we want to get moving on this, so this is a quick game, very, very simple. And those of you listening at home can join in. This is called I Spy in One, and if you get 4 in a row, you score 1 mark, but it's worth doing anyway. Now, we'll start now with Barry Cryer, and will you give Graham your first I Spy?
Certainly, Humphrey. I spy with my little eye something beginning with G.
Glasses. Yes, right, my turn. I spy with my little eye something beginning with S.
Correct, yes. I spy with my little eye something beginning with H.
Hair.
Yes.
I spy with my little eye something beginning with D.
Dirty book.
Yes.
Yes,
Right, you've got your 4 in a row.
Thank you,
We'll stop there before we get any further. So that gives you 1 mark. Now, Tim, will you start your teams?
Certainly, Humphrey.
Thank
I
you.
spy with my little eye something beginning with M.
Microphone.
Right.
I spy with my little eye something beginning with G-O-W.
Glass of water.
Correct.
I spy with my little eye something with lead in it, beginning with P.
Pencil.
Right. Oh, your turn.
I spy with my little eye something beginning with T.
Ton of coal.
Yes.
Right, that doesn't make very much significant difference to the score, so we go on to the next round. And this round, this is an interesting one. In this round, a member of one team starts singing a song and then stops on a word in the lyric. This is called pick-up song, for reasons which will probably never become apparent to you, but that's what it's called. A member of the opposing team must then take up that word but sing a different song incorporating that word.
They are
Right,
meant to...
Graham Garden, will you start with the song, please?
I belong to Glasgow, dear Ken John Peel with to Ken John Peel at the break of day.
Day in, day out, that same
moon. Same moon. Is there any more to this song? Same moon.
Heard anything yet?
Again? Yes. Moon. Easy wider.
Still and wider. Oh, how does it go?
Shall
our bounds.
Bounds are rather lovely. Bounds are rather grand. Bounds are really...
We have a challenge from Tim Brooke-Taylor. What's your
I'd like to know who's
challenge?
published that song. You just made it up.
Do you want to do another round of that one?
No, but we
Not really, but we will.
All right. Right, and we'll start then. Barry, will you start this one?
Please.
Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh,
you beautiful doll, you great big beautiful. Beautiful.
sorry, Graham.
Beautiful.
Sorry.
Thank you, Barry.
Sorry very much.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. That's something, isn't it?
If you don't say drink.
Morning, oh, what a beautiful day. I've got a wonderful... No, you haven't.
Is that a challenge?
No, not at all. Just a fact.
Copenhagen. Something.
Just be careful, that's all.
The old queen. Nothing personal, Barry.
No, it's all right. Gets me seats on the tube. Queen of England, Rose of England, are you published by Second Warburg?
On which patriotic note, I'm going to stop that game.
Thank you, Humphrey. Thank you.
And announce that the score is 23 to Barry and Graham, 24 to Bill and Tim. In this next round, I'm going to ask the audience to do a little bit of judging here. By the length and volume of your applause, we shall award marks in this next round, which is our round called Garble. For this round, I'm going to give each team a situation to improvise, but the improvisation must be in garble. No recognizable words at all, and you'll be penalized. I'd like you judges out there in the audience to remember this. They get penalized for using real words. Now, we're going to start with Barry and Graham, and your situation on which to improvise is a Spanish stand-up comic playing Glasgow. A Spanish stand-up comic playing Glasgow.
Right.
È vero, a brigare con sopra me,
Oh, che faccia!
Sì, sono un ebreo.
Oh, che bella faccia! Oh, che
Now ask the audience to applaud that one again. I forgot to put the stopwatch on. No, I've got it. I've got a rough idea. Very rough. Right, now, Bill and Tim. Everything to play for. Your situation is a well-known personality being kidnapped by South American revolutionaries. Or by a South American revolutionary. Make it a bit easier for you.
Same.
A well-known personality being kidnapped by a South American revolutionary.
I ran away now, thank you very much. And I want to go and get some real warm and fun. And one thing, one way, and she will get one, the best thing that's ever been. Now, when you run in, I was very comfortable, and you want a little thing, fine, I thought it's really enough. All right? Thank you very much. Dominic, wait. We have only to say one way.
It's me, oh, what am I saying?
Both the same.
You go now, yes, why you're supposed to be in or something. Why do I should be in or something? I smell one.
Very much, I want to
Taking your clothes off.
Barry and Graham obviously won that one.
Thank
you. So that puts them at 28 and Bill and Tim at 25. We come now to the final round, and this is the point of the program where I take it easy. In fact, I doubt whether I shall be able to get a word in edgeways after this. So, because the teams are going to give their late arrivals at the North Americans Ball. Late arrivals at the North Americans Ball. Who's going to start? Right, well, the final score, ladies and gentlemen.
First of the late arrivals at the North American Ball, Mr. and Mrs. Canyon and their grandparents, Grandpa and Gran Canyon. Also arriving, Mr. and Mrs. Cute Steak and their daughter, Barbie. Followed by a rather large party from the beach house. Oh, yes. Now, whom you'll have to concentrate very hard on. They go on for a long time. Mr. and Mississippi Steamboat. And their slaves, Mr. and Mrs. Uminmesser. And their son, Isaac Uminmesser. Who habitually calls his master... What does he call him? Massachusetts. But who is in fact called Mr. Tea Party. Why? And should properly be addressed as the Boston Tea Party. And they're all going straight back to the deep.
Drag them it in the third act. Graham.
Certainly. Also from the Deep South, Mr. and Mrs. Chapati and their daughter Lynch Party.
Mr. and Mrs. Cobra and their grandfather and grandmother, their great uncles and aunts, otherwise known affectionately to their friends as a load of old cobra.
Well-known North American family.
friends of mine and possibly yours. Mr. and Mrs. Wrights and their daughter Sybil Wright. And her friend Rachel Prejudice.
Mr. and Mrs. Tucky Minstrels and their son Ken.
Racing up for a final mark and looking rapidly down as if I can think of anything else.
Mr. and Mrs. Indie Blues. And their Indian cousin who is Sing Indie Blues.
Mr. and Mrs. Woodbowl Symphony Orchestra. And their son, Ollie Woodbowl Symphony Orchestra.
Oh, blimey.
That puts the score at Graham and Barry 33, Tim and Bill 34.
Mr. and Mrs. Pyre State Building and their daughter Emma.
Nice. Mr. and Mrs. Ass Ranger.
You speak for yourself.
And their son Ted.
Bill and Tim win this week with 36 points. And Barry
Mr. and Mrs.
Barry and Graham
Zona Desert and their son Harry.
37 points. Sorry. And Barry and Graham 34 points.
Thank you, Humphrey.
That's all for this week. See you next week. Goodbye now.
Hello there. Well, we'll go straight into the first round, which is a round called What Is Your Name? Starting with you, Barry Cryer. What is your name?
Barry Cryer.
Graham Garden.
Graham Garden.
Bill Oddie.
Bill Oddie!
Tim Brooke-Taylor.
Tim Brooke-Taylor.
Right. That's got off to a good start with the team of Barry and Graham 2, Bill and Tim 1. We also have Dave Lee on hand to provide piano introductions where required, as in this next round, which is called the Singing Sprint. The winner of this round is the person who sings a song fastest. And Dave Lee will give you an appropriate introduction. I will hand you the words of the song. And we'd like to start, first of all, with Tim Brooke-Taylor and Graham Garden. And I'm going to ask you to sing, starting with Tim Brooke-Taylor, the one-note samba.
This is a little samba built upon a single note. Other notes are bound to follow, but the root is still a note. But this is the one, the consequence of one we've been through. And I'm bound to be down of Oliver Collinson's could you. There's so many people who can talk and just say nothing and nearly nothing. I've used up all the scale, I know nothing. At the end I've come to nothing and nearly nothing. So I come back to my first note. I must say, come back to you. I will pour into that one note all that I love, and I feel for you. Anyone who wants the whole show, read me for so latino. He will find himself in no show. Better play than I do now.
Tim Brooke-Taylor in 23 seconds exactly, but with a minus mark for interpretation of the composer's intention. So we'll give you 1 out of 2, and we'll ask you, Graham, now to sing the song. Another introduction, please, from Dave Lee.
This is just a little samba built as within nothing. I just don't scale them nothing. I must come back to you. I'll forward to that one note all the love I feel for you. And what am I going to do?
Heard every
One
word.
extra mark for audience reaction. We'll give you 2 out of 1. Now,
Is it fair? No?
Bill and Barry, here's your song. Here are the words. Introduction again from Dave Lee. And this is the beautiful Frank Sinatra hit song, My Way. Starting Bill Oddie.
And now the end is near, and so much is the fin curtain. My friend, I say it's clear, we see certain. I live a life as full as ever trouble the highway, and more without it, my way. Yes, there were times which you knew that I'll be tough myself that I can shoot, but through it all, when there was doubt, we had to tough and spit it out. I faced it all, and stood tall, and did it my way.
They don't write songs like that anymore, do they?
They don't sing them like that.
Yes, they do, I'm afraid.
Bill Oddie doing it his way in 16 seconds flat.
Very flat.
So 2 marks for you, Bill. Now, Barry, same song.
And now the end is here, so face of Alan Curl, my friend, I'll say a clear, 7 cases which I'm certain I've lived life this full, I've loved trouble each and every highway, and much more than this I did my way. This of times I'm sure you and every time was American Jew, but through it all when there was doubt, I spent it out. I faced it all and stood tall and did it my way.
That
lovely melody desecrated. Where was the tune?
There's no tune. That's the point.
Come back, Rex Harrison, all is forgiven. Barry gets 1 point for that, making the total score so far. Right, now on to the next round. And this is where I introduce a round that's played at the end of the program in order to give the teams time to think of silly names for people arriving at the Funny Foreigners Ball. So make a note of that, team, please, the Funny Foreigners Ball. Gone now to a round called Word for Word. In this round, one of the members of a team says a word, and his partner must say another word totally unconnected with the first, and so on. The other team may challenge and try and prove a connection between the words. I'm going to start the teams off with a word, starting on my right with Bill and Tim. I'd like you to start, Bill, with the word splint.
Splint.
The challenge from Graham.
There is a connection between splint and splint, which was Bill's word.
Yeah.
Not the way I said it.
In point of fact, I'm not going to allow that objection because
thank you.
Well, I thought I was
the splint that I said was a Chinese short-distance race, so that we'll cancel that. And we'll start a game now with Graham, starting with the word plastic.
Altimeter.
Calipers.
Dungeon.
Knee.
Artichoke.
Forehead.
Heart.
Rose.
Challenge there from Tim Brooke-Taylor.
Artichoke heart. Next door to it. Wasn't it? Next door to it? I get a point, I know that one.
Give or take about 4 words in between.
It wasn't very next door.
Yes, it was next door.
No, I'm not allowing you that one. There were some words in between.
On the other hand, he did say heart and
But
knee.
it is your turn now to start, Tim.
Yes.
For your side with the word raspberry.
With the word, rather. Sheet.
Whacker.
Blueberry.
Bee.
Lamppost.
Elephant.
Balcony.
Graham, a challenge from Graham.
Blueberry begins with B.
Yes.
Challenge it.
Is there more to it than that?
No,
Challenge
nothing
it.
more to it.
No.
What was the connection with the previous word?
What
That
word?
it didn't begin with B.
Yes.
Yes, I'll allow that and hand over to Barry for your side. If you start, Barry, with the word stink.
Foot.
It's a lie.
Do I get the point automatically?
Actually, we'll end that round now with the score at a very interesting point. Now, here's a game now in which the title of the game is I Spy in One. And this is a game of I Spy, but your partner has to guess what you're spying with your little eye in one guess. 4 in a row gains you a point. Do you understand that?
Yes, perfectly, yes. It's difficult,
Right.
but I understand.
We'll start with Graham and Barry. Graham, will you start?
Yes. I spy with my little eye something beginning with M.
Oh gosh. Microphone.
Yes. Your turn.
I spy with my little eye, do excuse me for a moment, something beginning with G.
Glass.
Right.
I spy with my little eye something beginning with A.
Leave off. Ashtray.
Yes.
What is this? I spy with my little eye something beginning with M.
Matches.
Yes.
Right. You have 4 in a row and 1 point. We'd like the audience at home to know that there's absolutely no assistance being given in this round. It is a pure example of telepathic thought. Now, round between you, Tim and Bill, starting with Bill.
I spy with my little eye something beginning with T.
Throat pastel.
Yes.
Tim.
I spy with my little eye something beginning with P.
Pencil.
Yes.
I spy with my little eye something beginning with C.
C. Corporation lawyer.
Yes.
In the 3rd row, I spy with my little eye something beginning with L.
Lampshade.
Yes.
4 in a row. Absolutely right. And pretty amazing.
Fix.
So that makes the score. Tim and Bill, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And Graham and Barry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh.
And we go on to round 6, which is called blues.
Oh, well.
And for this round, I'm going to ask the members of each team to improvise a blues, taking alternate lines with crippled Clarence Lee and accompaniment at the piano. And each team is going to give the other team a subject for the blues. Now, Tim and Bill, will you give Graham and Barry a blues topic, please?
Yes. The subject is value-added tax.
I woke up this morning and I put on my coat and hat. I woke up this morning, started thinking about violence. Yeah, I did. And I said to my baby, I'm sorry. They put 10% in everything, but they can't put 10% on that.
A bit snotty, that, wasn't it? A dirty little pair, aren't
Sure.
you?
Right.
Graham, don't do
I should have
that.
told you at the beginning of the round, but I'll tell you now that I'm supposed to award or deduct marks for wit, cleanliness, and brevity, coupled with ethnic feel. So that brings your score down to 11. Now, Graham and Barry, will you give Tim and Bill their subject for a blues, please?
Very well. The Piccadilly redevelopment plan.
What?
Piccadilly redevelopment plan.
Scheme. A scheme.
Oh, yeah.
Scheme.
Stick with scheme.
Scheme.
Stick to it.
Yes. This gentleman,
Take it away, Bill.
willingly.
I woke up this morning.
Oh, did you? Just about. Thinking about the Piccadilly redevelopment scheme.
Look, it's me coming up now. Looked out of my window. Eros was nowhere to be seen.
No, that boy has flown. Now, come to think of it, that ain't too surprising.
'Cause I live in Gretna Green.
Two marks for that, -1 for altering the title at the beginning.
It seemed easy
Right,
to
now, here we have a round called Sound Charades, or if you happen to be listening to this on the other side of the Atlantic, Sound Charades. One team has to guess the title of a book, or a play, or a film, or so on, from the noises made by a member of the opposing team. The BBC has loaned each team a beginner's effects kit, salvaged from the effects men's training school at Hendon, and the audience can help here by applauding when they're getting warmer and doing the other thing when they're not. Right, now first of all, Graham and Barry, is yours a play, a film, a song, or a book?
It's a theatre production.
Yes, it is.
A theatre production. Well, while they're getting ready to do their charade, for those of you listening at home, our mischief voice will tell you what the theatre production is that they're going to do.
Graham and Barry's charade is Mother Goose. Mother Goose.
Right, Graham and Barry, will you start your charade with the first... Is it a first syllable or a first word?
There are 2 words, and it's the whole thing.
The whole thing?
Yes, it is indeed. Yes.
In order.
In order, in sequence.
And here it goes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, Mum.
Son, hello, Mum. Does that mean son? Son? Child?
No, close.
Child, son? Daughter?
No,
hello,
no.
Goose.
Gold.
Which one?
Some Goose. You got a round of applause on Goose. Was it Goose? It's the
Returning goose.
Hello,
Mum.
Snow
Mother.
goose.
Mother goose.
Near enough, Mother Goose.
Tim,
That's
you got
warm enough. That,
Mother Goose, right?
Mother Goose.
Near enough. We learned
Right.
that. Yeah.
We'll give you 1 mark for that. Tim and Bill, is yours a book, a song, a film, or a play?
It's a book and a film.
Yes.
A
We
book
do the
and a
whole
film,
thing.
right?
The whole
and for those of
thing.
you at home, and I promise you this is the last time this is going to happen on this show, here it is.
And Tim and Bill's charade is Mary Poppins. Mary Poppins.
No, we do this in 2 bits. We will not do the whole thing. It has 2 words. First we shall do 1 word, which you will then guess, or not, in all probability. And then we shall do the second word.
In which order?
And this is the first word.
In chronological.
In the right order. The first word is...
How many syllables?
2 reasons for doing that. One is that I haven't had a chance to do it yet.
Can we do the second word? Can we do the second word as
The other
well?
is that I would love to get onto the second word.
The second word. All
Tim
right.
and Bill.
Wait a minute. The first word is happy.
Close.
Cheerful. Enjoying yourselves.
Mary.
Merry Andrew. Merry finger in the mouth.
And the same to you.
I saw a play once called that. We don't talk about it. Not as good as Mary Poppins, though, was it?
Oh, lucky.
Very lucky. Lucky, yeah.
Yes.
That was in fact Sergeant Cook.
As those of you at home guessed,
Laughing
sometime quite early yesterday afternoon, Mary Poppins that was, brings us to the end of our charade round with a score of 12 all and everything to play. This one is called MacDonald's Funny Farm, and in this round, one team sings Old MacDonald's Farm, while the other team makes suitable noises for what's on the farm, and vice versa. Now, we're going to start with Graham and Barry. Graham and Barry, will you sing the song, and Bill and Tim, will you make the noises? And Dave Lee, will you give us the introduction, please?
Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on that farm he had a budgie, E-I-E-I-O, with a
boy.
there,
I'm a pretty boy.
everywhere.
Chewy, chewy, chewy.
Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on this farm he had an elephant, E-I-E-I-O. With a here, there, everywhere. And
Who's a pretty boy?
here,
I am.
there, everywhere. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on this farm he had QE2 sinking, E-I-E-I-O. With a here, there, here,
Women and children.
everywhere. And here, there, everywhere. And
Was that supposed to be an elephant?
yeah,
The QE2's going down.
there,
Who's a pretty boy?
here,
I am.
there,
Chewy, chewy, chewy.
everywhere.
Oh.
I'm marking this one out of 3 for suitability as family entertainment. Tim Brooke-Taylor was sick halfway through that elephant. So I'll give them 4. Now, Bill and Tim, it's your turn to sing, and Graham and Barry, your turn to make the noises. Right, Tim and Bill.
Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O.
On that farm he had a pig with hiccups. A pig with hiccups. E-I-E-I-O. With a here,
And there, here, there, everywhere. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had a cockerel with laryngitis, E-I-E-I-O. With a there, here, there, everywhere. Here, there, everywhere. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had a yodeling sheep, E-I-E-I-O, with a bandolini. Bandolini, 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 everywhere, bandolini. Everywhere, with a everywhere. Oh, MacDonald had a farm.
We don't have to do this to earn a living.
From the point of view of the suitability of family entertainment, everything was going well for you, Barry and Graham, until Barry unfortunately mentioned a bare lady.
That was before the show, Humphrey, before the show.
I can only award you 2 marks out of that, which brings the score to 27 to Tim and Bill, 22 to Barry and Graham.
Bigs.
Right,
yes.
Now we have the round called tag wrestling, which is a thrill a minute. In this round, I'm going to give each team the payoff of a story. Members of each team will have to devise a story to fit their particular payoff. I shall then start one of you off working towards your punchline, and then with malice aforethought, I shall press my buzzer, and a member from the opposing team will have to take over the story, but work towards his punchline. Those of you listening at home, it'll all be absolutely clear as we go along. Now, we're going to start with you, Tim and Bill, and your tagline, and I'll have to read it at dictation speed because you've got to take it down, is this: look out for the steamroller.
For the steamroller.
But the warning came too late.
What? The warning.
Don't say so close.
The warning came
Too
late.
And the famous 5 danced a jig of delight as Rover dragged himself painfully out of the mud and gave the constable a guilty smile.
And a pot of tea for 4.
Well, while you're thinking of your story, how you're going to work up to that tagline, I'll give Barry and Graham theirs. And it's this: I don't monkey around with other guys' dames. Smiled the rural dean. All right? But that was the day the church fell on Mrs. Bagworthy. Right, all set to go. Tim and Bill, you'll start the story, and when I press the buzzer, Barry and Graham, you'll take it up. Each of you working, of course, towards your own tagline.
I start.
Bill Oddie starts.
Yes. Now, this fellow walked into a pub and he went up to the barman and said, have you heard this funny story? It's a story which is about the famous 5 and their dog Rover, who goes for a walk in the woods, where he reaches...
I don't want to hear that story, said the barman. And I'll tell you another thing. The rural dean has just blown into town. He's after your wife. Oh.
Don't interrupt. I was telling a perfectly reasonable story about the famous 5 who do their marvellous jigs around steamrollers with their dog Rover. Now, this is an old police constable story. He was telling that, pardon?
This story was interrupted by the opening of the door and the sudden eruption by a gangster who shouted, silencing everybody, I don't monkey around with other guys' dames. People
don't want to listen to that kind of talk. Especially when there are rogue steamrollers around, and not to mention
Not to mention Rover the dog, who has a habit of molesting constables. In the wood, first he dances a jig around them.
But enough of that. The rural dean burst through the door saying, "Don't worry, folks, I have
a message here which reads, look out for the steamroller, but the warning came too late and the famous...
The gangster revealed... The gangster, who had spoken earlier, as you remember, revealed he was in fact the Royal Dean and said, "Whose is that dog running round the village? He's been nudging buildings. Good heavens, the church is getting extremely shaky. In fact, the church is getting so shaky that I fear it may fall today." The crowd were aghast. They
cried in anguish, "Look out for the steamroller!" But of course the warning came too late, and the famous five danced a jig of delight as Rover dragged himself out of the wood and gave the constable a guilty smile.
Oh.
Tell it like it is. Tell it like it is.
You may think I let Tim and Bill go on a bit to get their tagline in that time, but on behalf of the RSPCA, I thought it was time to let Rover off being dragged in and out of that mud. So, we have the absolutely thrilling score of 30 points each, and we move on now to the last round of all, which is the one which I forecast at the very beginning of the programme, to the point where I go home now so that I can miss the team's announcements of the arrivals at the Funny Foreigners Ball, starting with Graham Garden.
From Switzerland,
welcome
to Mr. and Mrs. Hole and their daughter Heidi Hole. They get better.
Closely followed by, and very welcome to in these days of EEC, from Germany, Herr and Frau Zatudisches and their son Hans Zatudisches.
Closely followed by a young man from Italy who is the son of Mr. and Mrs. Dance to a Rock and Roll Band.
Oh!
Giovanni danced to a rock and roll band.
And from China. Bing, bong, bong, bong. Thank you. Mr. and Mrs. Sarpork. And their delightful daughter, Sweet Anne Sarpork.
Not to mention their closely related cousin, Crispin Oodle. And their little dog, the Pekin Duck. And their very good friends, Mr. and Mrs. Sandwich, and their son, Tongue Sandwich.
Hot in the heels from the deep south of America, Miss Umimasa and their son, Isaac Umimasa.
And of course...
From... oh, pardon. Little squash in the doorway here.
And I enjoyed every minute of it.
And from Austria. Oh, yes. Mr. and Mrs. After-a-bit-done-it. And their son, Paul's After-a-bit-done-it.
Not to mention...
No, don't.
All right, I won't. Instead, I shall mention Mr. and Mrs. Fireplace. and their son, Peter the Great.
From Spain, we can but welcome Senor and Senora Meatball and their son, Juan Meatball.
Narrow win to Tim and Bill.
Come on, the recount.
And many congratulations to Graham and Barry.
We have completely run out of time. We have come, sorry, good riddance.